everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Grue Room. And for the Grue Room today, we got a very great guest, Moe Lamour. And I'm really looking forward to talking to him. He's one of the stars of a TV series called Ted Lasso. And we're going to talk to him about the series, about sports, about whatever he wants to talk about. So I am Rocco Cross. I am the host of Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room. And my interview is coming up next. Hello and welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day and coming on the show. Or is it night or day there where you're at?
Dude, thanks for having me, man. It's actually it's only 4:30 right now, so it's like big time day right now still.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Over here it's like nighttime. It's after 7 o'clock. So now
Oh, wow.
it starts getting dark. It's like 7:30ish. So
Where are you exactly?
Philadelphia.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's dope.
What about you? Where are you from?
I'm in LA right now, but I'm from Montreal, Canada.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, what made you want to move out of Canada and come to the
Well,
wonderful
when
USA?
I was in Montreal and I was working a lot and it was really cool. And then a buddy of mine who's an actor, who's like working and has been doing well, and he lived in LA, and he was like, if you stay in Montreal and Toronto, you'll work, you'll have fun, it'll be cool, you'll work all the time, but you'll never have like bigger parts. If you go to the States though, that's where you can win the Super Bowl. So I was like,
really?
wow. Yeah. So then I that's when I was like, okay, I guess I got to move. I did the move. The first time it went a little bit okay. Like I was there for 2 months, and I booked a part that filmed in Africa and then back in Montreal. So that was fun.
Oh wow.
So that was Jack Ryan. So I booked Jack Ryan, then came back to Montreal, worked a little bit again, and then went back to LA February, and then from that moment forth, I stayed. So it's been like 4 years now that I've been in America.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because they have some like shows and films that at film over there, right? Canada,
Oh
like
yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Vancouver and stuff.
Yeah, it's always Montreal, Vancouver, or Toronto. It's one of the three, and Calgary right now is also pretty busy.
Oh, get out, really?
Yeah. Like all the X-Men movies were all filmed in Canada.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I never been there yet. I always wanted to go. I always wanted to
Yeah,
go
you're
see
super
it.
close to it too. You're what, like maybe like a 6 or 7 hour drive.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. You're close to like you're close to the east coast of Canada, so like Montreal.
Oh, get out. Wow. Okay. I might have to take a trip there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you should go and visit.
Yeah, definitely. That's something I always wanted to do. Like I always said that to like family, friends. I always want to see Canada, but never went and did it. And COVID hit, and you really couldn't go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It made everything so much harder. Traveling sucks right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, I mean, with this new virus thing coming, like, you don't know how traveling's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough for sure.
So, like, what drew you to want to act? Like, who inspired you and stuff?
My brother and I, we always used to watch a lot of TV, man. Like movie TV. I back then I could tell you what's the movie, well, because back then, like movies would just play on TV and you didn't have a guide or anything. It was just
Yeah.
playing. So I remember, I think for us it was at 11 p.m. on Friday nights. There was movies that just like played all night, and from the first frame of the movie, I could tell you what's the movie. Like
Wow.
we watched so many movies. I to this day, like if Predator is on any frame of that movie, I could tell you, oh, that's Predator, or like, oh, that's Die Hard, or any. Yeah. I love that, man. I always loved movies. I always loved the industry. And then, but everybody tells you it's impossible, you know. So like, no, there's no way, you'll never make it. All of this,
Mhm.
and then at one point I met Orlando Jones, and he was like, "No, you should." Like I met him at work. Like I worked at like the equivalent of a Best Buy in Montreal,
Okay.
and so he was like, "No, bro. Like if you're passionate about that and stuff, you should go and do it." And then I pursued it. I moved to Vancouver, auditioned a lot, came back to Montreal, worked, then went to Toronto, and then the next step was like it had to be LA. So then moved to LA.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. And I saw you did like horror stuff too. Like how do you get into a mind frame to do a role like a role in horror? Because with horror, you have to always get into like a fear state, you know?
Yeah, it's funny because I watch absolutely everything. I watch any movie, foreign movies, I watch comedies, a little bit of musicals, like kids movies, animation, cartoons. I watch everything. The one thing I don't watch is horror movies.
Oh,
I
really?
don't enjoy watching them. But it's funny because I don't enjoy watching them, but every time I watch them, the cinematography is always flawless. It's like a
Mm,
clinic in how to film a movie and how to film tension and all of that. It's
exactly.
amazing. And then the music, the score is always on point. So then I'm like, damn, but it's just the scary part, the jump part. I'm like, dude, I enjoy my sleep way too much to put myself through that, you know? But no, the movie I did, the horror movie was a blast doing it. It was really, really cool. It's just the situation of it was because it was so cold and it was so snowy, it was so much fun. It was so like so crazy. The temperature and all of that was so crazy that it made it really, really fun. It was cool. And my character was a bit of like a G, you know, like so he didn't really care about like he wasn't scared until he died.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
And so tell us about Ted, 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 Ted Lasso and who you play in it.
Yeah, dude, yo, Ted Lasso, honestly, one of the most proudest things I've ever been in. I'm so happy about it. It's such a blast to be part of it. And so I play Terry Zorro, who is the goalkeeper of the team. He's a transfer from Montreal. He comes in and the team is already established. People already know what's going on. And then so he kind of has to like discover what's going on also with the new coach. And
Okay,
yeah, season two has been going on. It's going to be episode 4 tomorrow. It's going to be a blast
nice.
because it's a beautiful theme. And I'm not going to say anything about it, but it's a beautiful theme that we don't like see usually during the summer. So it'll be cool.
Okay, and that's on Apple Television, right?
Yeah, Apple Plus
Yeah,
every
yeah.
Friday.
Okay, yeah. Because I wanted to watch. I just don't have that yet. Apple
Yeah.
Television. But I am planning on watching it. I know a friend who has an Apple setup, so I do want to see it.
Nice. That's good, man.
And how did you wind up landing the role for the series?
I got very lucky because I did a movie with Jason 7 or 8 years ago. And it was in Montreal. And so he discovered the city. So like I showed him the city and all of that, and he enjoyed it. And then when I moved to LA, I saw him at a play that I was doing, and then I was like, we started talking, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to London to film a TV show." And in the movie that we did together, I was an athlete. So then he was like, "Oh shit! Like you could actually, you know, you could be in it since you're an athlete. Like you could act like you know what you're doing." And I was like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." I didn't think anything of it, you know. I didn't think he was serious. And then he called me from the studio. He's like, "Yeah, dude, we're gonna shoot this. You need to audition." I was like, "Dude, yeah, let's do it." You know.
Nice. Uh,
Yep.
what is that a bang energy drink you're drinking? It looks like one of those cans.
Oh, no, no. So anyway,
Oh,
yeah, no, it's not.
okay.
Yeah, it just it keeps your water cold. It's really cool. Yeah, no, I unfortunately I just do coffee. I don't do energy drinks.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, because that like out of all like those kind of drinks, those energy drinks, that the energy drink that I like is Bang, because Bang doesn't have all the bad stuff like that Red Bull and all that has.
Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. I'll look for that then. Because
Mm,
yeah, I'm always scared to like if especially on set, dude, we're on like 2, 3 coffees, man,
oh
because we're
yeah,
there for like 16 hours, 18 hours sometimes. So we drink a lot of coffees, but sometimes if it's
sure.
uh a natural juice, that's good, man. I'll try that out.
Yeah, definitely, and it's good. It's all different kind flavors too, and everything. And
Nice.
I mean, I like it. So I don't,
That's good.
So, um, were you like a big sports fan before you got the role?
Uh, so I used to play American football when I was younger in college, and then that was like I loved it. It was really really cool. I played for Concordia in Montreal. I was a wide receiver, and then I when I finished playing, I just stopped watching everything, man. I didn't watch anything. Like I watched a little bit of the Canadians,
Oh
because
yeah.
we're a big hockey town. And then when I moved to LA, it's just harder to just watch sports, So I didn't really watch anything. And then when the show came through, I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to like learn the sport. And so Jason and I, we played a lot of FIFA, and then a lot of other the other my other castmates, we started playing FIFA too. So we were always playing FIFA. So then that's how I learned the sport. So now I could say I watch like tomorrow I'm gonna go watch a few games, So it's like I
Nice.
guess right now I've been watching more and more of football, like
Oh wow.
soccer. Yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah.
like being a a, a goalie on the show, uh, goalkeeper on the show. Um, had who did who did you watch to like learn that? Like did you watch any goalies or anything to learn how to do like your spots, your saves?
I got pretty lucky. On set, they got me a coach, and it was the goalkeeper coach of Chelsea, which is like a team
Oh,
in
sweet,
London. Yeah. So that
sweet.
was really cool. So since it was a professional team, like the guy was an amazing coach, and we did that. And then the funny thing is, he told me, he was like, when you're setting yourself up to catch the ball, and once you catch it, you look like a Premier League goalkeeper. But the only problem is the moment you fall, we can tell that you're not a goalkeeper. And then that's because like it's such a different way of falling. Because when I'm falling with like in football equipment, if I catch the ball, I'm like, I got the equipment, so I fall in a certain way. But in this, I don't have any equipment. There's nothing. Like, so you're just getting
Mm-hmm.
impact after impact. So you really have to have like muscle memory and know what you're doing. But I'm older, man, and I've never done that, so it's just hard for me to to be able to keep up with it for that long. But I'm definitely for season 3. I'm definitely going to start getting back to it and try to get much better before we start like filming again.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. Uh, I'm. You see, like when I was younger, like when I was a teenager, I used to do. I used to be a goalie for hockey, like on like street
Nice.
teams and stuff like that. So that was always like my. I love being goalies. It's like that was my thing for hockey. I was always the goalie.
Nice. I love that.
That's why it's really cool to see someone else doing it, like someone being a goalie. But I mean, I know it's a different sport. It's not hockey, but
Yeah,
it's
but still, it's
almost the
so
same.
similar though. Yeah. Football and hockey are so similar. Like
Yeah,
even the offside rules is like almost the same thing.
yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right.
Yeah.
And like with that, like they even have what's that called? The World Cup, right?
Yeah. The World Cup. There was just the
Mm-hmm.
Euros that just happened. So yeah, they're busy. Like their schedule for football is super cool because if you're a football fan, you're gonna watch football like almost every week, and like you'll be full.
Nice, nice, nice. And what what have you learned from being on the show? Like something you didn't know about soccer, football? Like what did what did you learn from
Um,
being on there?
Honestly, I could debate that football might be the best best sport to follow, just because
Nice.
there's so many games, there's so many leagues. The competition is high almost everywhere. The stars is not just one guy that's the best, it's always a
Mhm.
few that are. So it's like the competition is always high. It's a good sport to watch, man. I also watch, like, going to watch it is a whole experience. It's really cool. I definitely I watch movies, man. That's my thing.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna watch sports, it's gonna be either like playoffs or last games of the Canadians,
Yeah.
or NBA a little bit. NFL, I'll watch the Super Bowl. But I feel like I'll watch a lot more football now. You know?
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
man.
See, from actually being on the show, like that, you start falling in love with the sport now, and then it it's something you want to watch, and it's not just like work now.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's also a good video game.
Yeah, yeah. I actually played it. I never played the sport. Like I played the game, video game,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, it's a good
video
game.
games are fun.
Yeah, yeah,
And how was like the cast and set like for the series?
yeah. We're super tight, man. We all love each other so much. Like, we have a group chat that we're always talking every day. Like, we really really love each other, and there's a lot of banter also on set between us and stuff like that. There's like rivalries. The fun thing is, like, a lot of the rivalries, they transfer into the script, and like, sometimes I'll say something, like, we'll play FIFA, I'll say something to someone, and then boom, it's in one of the episodes.
Nice.
So yeah, so the writers listen to us, which is really really cool.
That's awesome. Like to have like I mean you and the cast are just being like friendly, messing around, saying stuff, and then someone listens and they were like, all right, that sounded cool. Let's put that on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Nice, nice. And what do you like best about being on the series?
I love the fact that it's a feel good story. It's like, there's drama in it, of course, but it's not like, I like, one of my favorite shows is Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Episode of Breaking Bad, I'm like, oh my God, like, I just went through something. This is crazy. It's deep and all of that, but this is deep and all of that, but with a lot of comedy, and it's telling you stories in a very cool way, and a lot of it is like stuff that we kind of need right now. Like, the world is
Hmm.
so heavy, and everything is so crazy that it's
Exactly.
good to see that. So I'm
Exactly.
very proud to be on it.
Nice. And was there any like funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened while you were on set? Like you and the cast just joking around or going out to eat
God,
or something?
unfortunately, because of COVID, we couldn't do much. But
Oh,
when like a week before, I think the week that I left, we went to like a big amusement park, and that was a blast. It's so much fun to go, and I recommend everybody to do that. But it's so much fun to go to an amusement park when you have money. Because the last time I was at an amusement park, I was a kid. I didn't have any money. We did all the lineups. It was rough. Now we go there, we got money, and it's not even like big money. Like, it's just, we're adults, so it's not as much for us anymore. And so you don't do any lineups. You just walk into the thing, you do it. It's fun. If you like it, you do it again. And it is such a blast. We had so much fun. I think we got to do it again next year.
oh, sweet, nice, nice. And going back to the horror film that you were in, it's called "I'll I'll Take Your Dead." Um, like what scene did you like best from shooting that movie?
There's a scene where there's a shootout that happens, and there's a car involved, and I pull out this. I think it's a P90 or a Uzi that I pull out. I pull it out and I start ripping a house down, and that was a blast. That was so much fun. I think we shot it I think we must have shot it like maybe 2, 3 times without the bullets, and then we did it with the whole thing. And oh my god, it was like one of the highlights of my career. I love shooting guns, so that was such a blast. I
Nice.
loved it, loved it. That was a cool set. It was really cool. It was super cold and heavy and crazy, but I think because of that, it made it so much more fun.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Nice. And like by doing a horror film, are you open to doing more work in the world of
Sure.
horror?
Like you see, like you're wearing a t-shirt of The Crow. For me,
Yes.
that's not a horror movie. Like I'd love to play in that movie. Like that's a
Yes.
classic.
Oh
It's
my God, I
absolutely
love
an
that.
absolute classic. Yeah, I would love to be in something like that.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, The Crow probably is like my favorite film of like all time. Like everything about that
Really?
movie was perfect. I mean the music, the score, the soundtrack, the acting,
Brendan Lee, like everything.
Brandon
It's such
Lee.
a good movie. Yeah.
Hmm.
All the even the quotes that came out of that movie. It's so
Yes.
underrated, I find. You know, there's not a lot of people that talk about it.
I know exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
mean,
there a quote about about rain? Something about
yes,
rain?
yes. It can't rain all the time.
Yeah, it can't rain all the time. And then there's another one that I used to tell people for Mother's Day. And Brendan Lee, like his character goes into he takes a mother's arm
Hmm.
that was taking drugs, and she says, "Mother is the word for God on every children's lips." I
Yes,
was like,
exactly,
"Whoa!" And
exactly.
that's a quote. That's a quote I use for every Mother's Day for my friends. I
Oh,
always say that to
really?
them. Yeah, because it's such a beautiful quote, man. You
It
know,
is. It is. It
a
really
friend of
is.
mine has a kid, and I'm like, yo, to me, this is you now. You are a God to your children. That's beautiful. It's a great line.
Hmm.
That's a great movie, man. That's more power to you that it's your favorite movie, man.
Oh my God, I love it. Like,
Mhm.
especially like you said, when Brandon Lee grabs the girl's arm and says that to her, and then she gets clean. Like she stops
Yeah,
abusing drugs and she pays
yeah,
more attention to her kid.
yeah. And also, funny thing is that actress is also in Bad Boys.
Like, really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you remember Bad Boys pretty well, but
Yeah.
in the police department, there's a secretary, and that secretary is a snitch for the bad people. And Will Smith, and I think it's Martin Lawrence actually that realizes that, and then she's put up front, and then you see it's her. It's very funny.
Oh
The
wow,
same
that's crazy.
also,
Nice.
I think, in another big classic. She's like in 3 classics, I think.
Okay.
Like she's had a career.
And and the best part about it is like she doesn't even have to be in it long.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like such powerful like moments, you know?
I know.
There's no small parts. No small parts.
And what do you like doing during your free time when you're not acting?
Again, I watch a lot of movies, and then I loved it so much that I started like writing my own stories. So
Oh,
during the
really?
pandemic, I wrote my first screenplay. That was a blast. And then I'm currently writing a second one, and so we'll see where that takes me. But yeah, it's been really really cool to like explore a new area in the business.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. And are there any current television shows you're binge watching?
Dude, honestly, if you have anything, let me know, man, because I've been just watching like old stuff that I love. Like there's a sitcom called Community that I
Oh
love.
yeah. Yeah.
I watch a lot of that. There's also Happy Endings that I
Mm-hmm.
also love. But I just keep rewatching that, but I haven't been watching anything really, unfortunately. What do you watch?
Well, are you a fan of the Rock, Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah, sure.
Well, there's a TV series out about him as a kid growing up with his father's a wrestler and stuff, and
Mm.
it's called Young Rock.
What? What is that on?
I forgot what channel that came on. But
What?
I'm sure you can find it if
I
you
had
go
no idea.
on the man.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's called Young Rock, and it's
Young
really
Rock.
good. Like
Okay, I'll
they
check that out. That's so crazy.
yeah. I mean, I liked it. Well, me, I'm like a big wrestling fan, and it has like
Nice.
a lot of wrestling in there because him as a kid, his father and grandfather were
Yeah,
both
yeah.
pro wrestlers.
I
So
know there's one that's coming out soon on Stars. It's with Stephen Amell, the guy from Arrow.
yes,
That looks like a really good show.
heels.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. That looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
It does.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know that you noticed, but heels is actually a term in wrestling that they use for the wrestlers that are villains.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I think he plays the villain or he writes for the villain or something.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's good to
exactly.
know. I'll definitely give it a try, man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I want to see how it is, how like the writing is for the wrestling matches and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that looks really cool. It's a great concept.
Yeah, definitely. And like, what about songs? Like, what kind of songs do you like? Like, what's on your playlist?
I listen to a lot of I love movie soundtracks. I
Okay.
love the Joker soundtrack is such a good soundtrack. I loved it. I loved it. And I'm happy that she won an Oscar for it too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of that. I also listen to I like it when there's no lyrics, so I can just put my own thoughts into it, you know. So I listen to a lot of lofi. It's like
Okay.
lofi or lo-fi. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's just I call it basically elevated elevator music. It's like it's very chill. It's relaxed. I feel like it's like my vibration. You know, it's just chill.
Nice. Okay. And I don't know if you drink or not. What's your drink of choice?
I love beers, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I love beers. Love it. I love IPAs. I love blondes. I love red ales also.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I used to be with this company. It's called Glutenberg. It's a company from Montreal.
Oh wow.
So they're like huge right now. They're blowing up, and they have
Really?
great IPAs. Yeah, really really good IPAs. Yep.
Okay. I mean, I love beer. Like if I'm sitting home watching a movie and just want to drink or order food, like I'll have beer. But if I'm out in like a bar or club, I like ordering Jack and Coke.
Yeah, nice. Jack and Coke. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
and, and where do you like to go visit at? Like when you want to go on vacation?
Dude, I don't even remember last time I was on a vacation. It's been so long, you know. Especially living in LA is like you got a beach. So if you want to go to, you're gonna go to down south. I don't know, like Mexico for a beach. To me, I'm like, there's a beach right here, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I haven't gone on a vacation in a long time, but I don't know, maybe in the Caribbean. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And you were on set for one of the X-Men films, right?
Yeah. It was Days of Future Past.
Nice. How was that like actually being on set, like being part of one of those films?
It was a blast. That's like I think that was the biggest budget movie I've been on. Like it was completely crazy. It was so big. It was very, very big. But it was definitely a great experience. I met like so many big people that I've seen on so many other movies before. So it was great to meet them in person. It was really, really cool. It was a great experience, yeah.
Sweet. And Do you have anything coming up, like coming out next that you want to push your plug or anything?
Just Ted Lasso season 2, episode 4. That's tomorrow.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, and where can fans find you at, like with your socials and stuff?
So my Instagram is Moe Thursday Love. That's the translation of my name in English, basically. And then
Nice.
Twitter is Moe Thursday.
Okay.
And
Well,
that's it.
I definitely want to thank you for taking time out and coming on the show. It was really fun talking to you. You're very very nice person. Thank you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, I'll definitely have a good night and good rest of the week, bud.
All right. Thanks, man. You too.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right, dude. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.